All right, we're gonna move into Genshin category for a second, because Mihoyo Twitter put something out, and I'm gonna pause the music here. So, if you're new here, hit the follow button. Where I try to stream daily and upload daily over on YouTube. So subscribe if you're on YouTube. But let's hop over here and then let's hide Arceus for a second. So Mihoyo Twitter put out this interesting little thing. Let's hide this. We don't need to see this. And it is a list of every character and the build for them. So while I don't know what all of these characters' builds are supposed to look like, we can definitely look at things like Miko's build that I have not seen before. So this is going to provide what everything they're supposed to have. So provides the best Miko build information. Is Guji is a mainly DPS. Not only does shadow damage using elemental skills, but elemental reactions. Yep. So they're saying she's currently an SS tier. So initiating a maximum of 3 attacks to deal. Okay, so her normal attack, 1 hit, 39%. Okay. Charged attack, 142%. Charge attack stamina cost is 25. Plunge damage is 56%. Low/high plunge damage is 113 for low, 141 for high. Okay, that's cool. But we also get to look at her kit, right? Her E and her Q, which these will look a lot like the icons for Raiden's Q and E, but okay. So the AI such tasks as can be accomplished by driving spirits out, need not be done personally. Move swiftly, leaving a Sesho Sakura. Okay, so we'll periodically strike one enemy nearby with our lightning, one nearby opponent with our lightning, dealing electro damage. Then, when there are other Sakura nearby, their level will increase, thus boosting the damage dealt by said attacks. A maximum of 3 Sesho Sakura can exist simultaneously. So, kind of like Raiden's E, where while you're hitting something, it'll deal E, except it leaves behind something that will deal periodically deal electro damage. So you get your E sits there. So kind of like a Ganyu or Amber E, but more like a mix between like Ganyu, Amber, and Raiden. So her ult, manifestation of Kinesu Spirit, is one of Inazuma's folktales. Among them, that of the Sky Kitsune is considered a special, falling upon the foes of the Grand Arcana Shine in form of lightning that plummets down, dealing AoE electro damage. When she uses the skill, Miko will unseal nearby Sesho Sakura nearby, destroying their outer forms and transforming them into Sky Kitsune thunderbolts that descend from the skies, dealing AoE electro damage. Each Sakura dealt this way will create one descending thunderbolt. So they last 14 seconds, and her cooldown is 22 seconds. So what is it? You pop the E. Oh, duration is 14 seconds. So her age cooldown is 9 seconds. So you'll probably pop the E like 2 times, and then you'll pop the Q, and it'll do even more damage. Like it'll do 1 big lightning bolt, and then other lightning bolts according to that. So like the skill itself is 260%, but then the damage when comboed with the E is 293%. So that's actually not bad. So her passive talents, other nearby party members can decrease the cooldown of Miko's Sesho Sakura, so her E. Enlightened Blessing, every point of elementary mastery possesses will increase the damage of her E by 0.15%. So you could technically increase the damage by 100% if you've got her EM up enough. So her E, so she's gonna be like an EM build, if I'm guessing correctly. So when she crafts character talent materials, she has a 25% chance to craft to give you back an extra talent material for the same region of a random type. So like, okay, that, I mean, meh, how, I don't know. I don't know how that'll be. I feel like that'll be fine. I don't think it's gonna come up very often. Chronicles of the Kitsune cohort. Each time the ultimate is activated, activates a Sky Kitsune Thunderbolt. Miko will restore 7 elemental. Okay, each time her ultimate activates a Thunderbolt, she will restore 7 elemental energy to herself. So definitely will be like able to recharge her ult very fast. Hanagasa manuscript. Sorry, C2 is it decreases her E's cooldown by 20% and it increases the AoE attack damage by 100%. Yeah, that is her. It reduces her E's cooldown by 20% again. So a lot of E cooldown for her. C3 is like pretty much every other character C3 and increases the level of her E by 3. Sakura channeling, so C4, whenever the Thunderbolt hits opponents, the electro damage bonus of all nearby party members is increased by 20% for 5 seconds. So when her Q pops off of her E and it hits an opponent, it increases the electro damage that your party will do by 20%. So could be a good thing to like at C4 you really could you'll have a little bit more increased damage to feed from her onto characters like Fischl or even like Raiden if you got her. So not bad. C5 will increase her ult by 3 levels, and then C6 start at level 2 when created, so automatically increases her E that like when they're made to level 2. They have a max level of 4, and their attacks will ignore 45% of opponent's defense. So all of this is focused on like really popping her E off, like basically all as much uptime on the E as possible. You pop her E a bunch of times and then pop into her ult before they all start disappearing. I'm pretty sure you can get the cooldown to probably about 1 second or less. So, and you know, the higher the level, the higher the damage. So each level increases the damage output of each one by at least 15 to 19% increase. So the higher level her E is, I think you can charge it as well for higher level. Oh no, it automatically, so like having 3 of them out will be the highest amount of damage you can do, and then you can pop her ult for all 3 of them, and with her C6 they'll all be at level 4, so their initial damage will be at 118%. And then her ult will have them all do AoE electro damage for like 300%. So definitely a main DPS, I guess. They're saying her premium weapon is the Verity, which is crit damage. Its skill is it gains the Kagura dance effect when using an elemental skill, causing the elemental skill damage of the character wielding this weapon to increase by 12, 15, 18, 21, 24%. So 12 starting out, 24 at max for 12 seconds, max 3 stacks. This character will gain all elemental damage bonus when they possess 3 attacks. So yikes. So you can stack up her elemental skill damage. So like her E's damage goes up to 36% at R1 of this weapon. At R5 of this weapon, her E damage on the third one goes up to, what is this, 72%? Yeah, 72%. Like, that not bad. And then crit damage just because you need crit damage, I guess. So the alternative weapons would be like the Widsith or Sacrificial Fragments. Widsith again with crit damage. When the character, and then we know what these two do, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. I don't pay attention to catalysts very often. Which takes a field random theme song for 10 seconds. This only occurs once every 30 seconds. Recitative. What is crit damage if you want bagel damage? I mean, you don't need bagel damage. You don't need bagel damage. Have you seen the kit on her is ridiculous. She is so DPS forward, I swear. Attack is increased by 60% at R1, 120% at R5. Aria increases all elemental damage by 8% at R1, 96 at R5. Then Elemental Mastery is increased by 240 at R1 or 480 at R5. So definitely a good free to play. Like Widsith might be really good on her. The attack would kind of suck because she's going to be doing mostly like elemental skills and elemental damage. How dare you bagel damage? I'm not going to bagel damage. No bagel damage. Sac Fragments being the other one, which is after, which basically would just allow her to pop her E off a little bit faster. Can only occur once every, and then R5 would give you an 80% chance that has a cooldown of 14 seconds. So not bad. And then the artifact set, they are saying you're going to want 2-piece Thundering Fury with that will give you the electro damage bonus, and you're going to want electro damage or crit damage or attack percent, and then Gladiator's Finale 2-piece as well for attack and then that will be there. So they're saying 2-piece Gladiator, 2-piece Gladiators, 2-piece Thundering. So I might have to grind those up here for the next couple of days. Then they're saying Miko premium team is to be basically 3 electro and 1 pyro. So Raiden DPS, Raiden DPS will increase the ER of everyone else. Of course, Miko as a sub DPS is basically the electro off field. So, and then her C4 obviously will give everybody else. And then they're saying Kujo Sara, but only at C6. Can boost crit damage of electro damage by Raiden and Miko. The higher energy consumption of elemental burst maximizes elemental burst damage of Raiden Shogun. Okay. And then just Bennett. Bennett is good healer / support on any team, and also allows for pyro infusion and elemental reactions with that. So we do need the fins again. We need the sea Ganodermas, which is okay because like I already have more than enough for Kazuha, so I can grind up plenty of those pretty easily. And then more of the handguards, which I believe we've had to use the handguards for Raiden, and I don't remember who else. But the fins from the new boss, the Ganodermas that we had to farm for Kazuha, and then the handguards. And that's it for, holy crap. This is what they say is like the best build for her. I can't say I disagree on this one too much. They went pretty in depth about most of it. If you don't have Kujo Sara C6, you probably won't use Kujo. You probably like try to use different characters on it. To maybe like an Animo character to swirl with your pyro from Bennett and do more overload or something, but maybe it's like an off-field DPS or just something that'll group them together so that you can get more value off of your E and your Q from both Raiden and Kujo Sara and Miko. So like maybe like a Sucrose for budget options, or like Venti or Kazuha, maybe even Jean, but that would be like adding another healer on. So, you know, that just the first look at her kit is pretty cool.